No surprise here, but this place is a mess. Today is May 10th. I just had a couple inspections. I had the windows inspected. They're good. Did all that work before I left for a 2-week long work trip, which was annoying. I also have a bunch of sand laying around, which I will be adding back later today because I had to bust up the concrete floor, which is an inch of terrazzo and then about 4 inches of concrete, so that I could mess around with all this plumbing. The original plan was to tie the shower into the toilet and the toilet into the main line. Problem with that is I went very far down there and never found where it actually joins the 3-inch pipe that the old toilet ran from. So instead, took the shower from here, tied it into the old one, and then the toilet, which the new toilet is here. This is all 4-inch pipe, which was a, I don't know, point of contention for the inspector, but ultimately we saw eye to eye and he said it was okay. So the 4-inch here for the new toilet runs up underneath and actually has to make a U-turn through here and tie into the old toilet. So the old toilet used to sit right here and it dropped straight down and then it was a 4-inch and went straight into a street fitting down to a 3-inch. And so I tied onto that 3-inch there with all my 4-inch because I don't want any solids getting stuck there. And this guy right here is actually the drain for the sinks. So I told the inspector I was leaving this stub out here. This actually wasn't here, and I said I'm going to keep that as a clean out because I have a U-turn in the line and a transition on the sides. And I think ultimately that's the main reason why he said it was all right and he was going to let me keep what I had. And that's because the idea of a U-turn for solids in a 3-inch pipe just didn't sit well with either me or him. And so ultimately he said, yeah, you can keep the 4-inch pipe, that'll be fine. So now I'm going to go and bury all this stuff because I did pass inspection and I had a pressure test on it, or standing water test really. And everything was kosher there. So I'm going to pack in all of this sand and we'll compact it down and then I'll have a termite treatment and some plastic and then I can have my last inspection for my slab. Additionally, I've built out this wall over here. I am losing a little bit of my vanity space, but I just couldn't figure out a good way to get those shower valves inside the wall because those are wall-mounted faucets. They don't actually come out of the countertop or the sink. So they go into the wall. That's all plumbed in, as is the shower. In fact, all the plumbing for the supply is now done, except for one thing. That's this little cap right here. I wanted to leave that off so I could still get drywall, but all this stuff is live at the moment. So there's water behind all this, no leaks first shot, so can't argue with that. After I get all this sand done, I'm gonna move on to the little bit of electrical that's left and go from there, work on the shower, I guess.